I've been working under the hood for over 20 years, and during that time, I still see drivers, guys who have been on the road for 30 or 40 years, making the exact same critical mistakes with their engine oil. These aren't careless owners we are talking about. They are good drivers, careful drivers. They're doing exactly what they learned decades ago, genuinely trying to protect their vehicles from wear and tear. But here is the hard truth. Modern engines are simply not built like the ones from the 80s or 90s. Clearances are tighter and tolerances are razor thin. That passed-down wisdom from the old days is now quietly causing up to $4,000 in internal damage before your check engine light even blinks. If you are treating your new truck or sedan the same way you treated your first car, you might be setting yourself up for a catastrophic financial surprise. Today on Core Car, we are counting down the 7 oil change habits that are ruining your engine without you even realizing it. Stay until the very end, because the #1 habit on this list is a classic protection trick almost everyone uses on older cars, and it is actually starving your modern engine to death. Number 7. Reusing the old crush washer. You are under the truck. You just drained the old oil, wiped the drain plug, and you are ready to thread it back in. You look at that tiny metal ring on the bolt, the crush washer. It looks perfectly fine. Your dad probably reused his, and you have been doing the exact same thing since the 90s. Why waste a trip to the parts store for a 50-cent piece of metal? Here is what is actually happening. That washer is specifically designed to literally crush under the pressure of your wrench. When you tighten the bolt, the soft metal of the washer flattens out, filling in microscopic scratches on the oil pan to create a perfect liquid-tight seal. But metal only crushes once. When you reuse it, it is already hardened from the extreme heat cycles of the engine and the pressure of the last oil change. Instead of molding to the pan, it just grinds against it. This forces you to over-tighten the bolt just to stop that slow oil drip on your garage floor. And that is exactly when the threads on your aluminum oil pan strip out completely. Suddenly, skipping a 50-cent washer turns into a $400 repair to replace the entire oil pan. Buy a fresh washer every single time. That slow leak is frustrating, but at least you can see it on your driveway. Number 6 is a silent restriction that happens entirely inside the engine. Number 6. Premium oil economy filter. You are standing in the auto parts store. You just spent $60 on a top-tier full synthetic oil. You want the absolute best protection for your truck. But then, you look at the filter aisle. You grab the $4 economy filter in the plain white box instead of the $15 premium one. You figure the expensive oil is doing all the heavy lifting anyway, right? Why overspend on a tin can? Here is the mechanical reality. That high-end synthetic oil is packed with aggressive detergents. As it circulates, it actively scrubs years of microscopic carbon and sludge off your engine internals. All that suspended dirt flows directly into that cheap filter. Inside that $4 tin can is usually just thin basic paper. It simply cannot handle the capacity. Very quickly, that cheap paper media clogs up completely. When a filter clogs, a small spring-loaded door, called the bypass valve, opens up so your engine does not starve for oil. But here is the catch. Once that valve opens, all that dirty abrasive oil bypasses the filter entirely. It gets pumped directly into your main bearings and camshafts at high pressure. You are essentially sandblasting the tightest tolerances in your engine. Never pair a $60 oil with a $4 filter. Spend the extra $10 on an original equipment filter or a premium synthetic media one. That is a mistake made at the parts counter. But number 5 happens right in your driveway with the dipstick in your hand. Number 5. Overfilling just to be safe. You are finishing up your oil change in the garage. You poured in the recommended 5 quarts, but when you check the dipstick, the oil sits right on the middle line. You figure a little extra protection never hurt anyone, right? So you pour in another half quart to push it past the maximum line. The old logic was that more oil means a cooler running engine. Here is why that old advice is deadly to a modern vehicle. At the bottom of your engine is the crankshaft, a massive piece of steel spinning at thousands of revolutions per minute. When the oil level is correct, the crankshaft spins just above the oil sitting in the pan. But when you overfill it, that heavy steel shaft dips directly into the pool of liquid. The spinning metal whips that extra oil into a thick, frothy foam. This is called aeration. Your engine's oil pump is designed to move solid liquid, not air bubbles. When it tries to suck up that foam, the pump loses pressure. Your engine begins starving for lubrication, and internal crankcase pressure skyrockets. This extreme pressure will eventually blow out your main engine seals. A blown rear main seal can cost over $800 in labor just to pull the transmission. Keep the level between the dots, never above. So before we go further, if this breakdown is useful, a quick like helps Core Car reach more drivers who need this information. Now, let's get to the habits that really matter. Number 4. Trusting the dash temperature gauge. It is a cold morning. You start your truck, and after 5 minutes of driving, the temperature needle hits the middle. You figure the engine is fully warmed up, so you merge aggressively onto the highway, pressing the gas hard. Here is the hidden danger. That gauge measures your engine coolant, not your oil. Coolant is a thin mixture of water and antifreeze that warms up incredibly fast. But your engine oil is a dense, heavy fluid sitting down in the metal oil pan. It takes up to 20 minutes of continuous driving for that thick oil to heat up and reach its optimal flow rate. If you push the engine to high RPMs just because the coolant gauge is warm, you force cold, thick oil through narrow passageways. Your top engine components, like the camshafts, are momentarily starved of lubrication, which quietly scores the metal. When the coolant needle hits the middle, simply wait another 10 minutes of gentle driving before any heavy accelerating. That is a misunderstanding about temperature. But number 3 is a deliberate choice. Credibility moment. I had a customer last year, a retired contractor who drove exactly like this. He brought his truck in with a loud engine tick, swearing he always let the gauge reach the middle first. When I explained the delay between coolant and oil temperature, he was stunned. We had to replace his scarred camshaft. Let's keep going. Number 3. Switching to a thicker oil at 100,000 miles. You just watched the odometer roll over the 100,000 mile mark. For decades, the golden rule of high mileage was simple. You step up to a heavier weight oil. If your truck took 5W20, you bumped it up to 10W30 to seal up worn piston rings and quiet down engine ticks. It is what we all did in the 80s and 90s, and it worked perfectly on those older blocks. But modern engines use variable valve timing systems. These systems rely on oil, not just for lubrication, but as a hydraulic fluid. They use oil pressure to physically push components and adjust engine timing on the fly while you drive. These timing actuators have microscopic filter screens and incredibly tiny internal fluid passages. When you pour in a thicker oil, it physically cannot flow through those narrow screens fast enough. The system starves, the timing gets thrown off, and metal components grind together without their protective liquid cushion. Stick with the exact oil weight stamped on your oil fill cap, no matter how many miles are on the dash. If you want extra protection, buy a high-mileage formulated oil in that factory weight. It contains seal conditioners without changing the actual thickness. Following the cap saves you from a $2,000 timing chain and phaser repair. That is a stubborn myth about mileage. But number 2 is a daily morning routine that is secretly accelerating engine wear. Number 2, idling 10 minutes to warm up. It is a freezing morning. You walk out to your driveway, start your truck, turn the heater on high, and go back inside the house for a cup of coffee. You let it idle in the driveway for 10 or 15 minutes. You were always taught that an engine needs to sit and warm up completely before you put any load on it. But modern fuel-injected vehicles do not behave like old carbureted engines from the 80s. When you cold start a modern engine, the computer instantly commands a very rich air-fuel mixture. That means it is actively dumping extra raw gasoline into the combustion chamber to keep the engine running smoothly while cold. Here is the mechanical problem. Gasoline is a powerful solvent. When your truck just sits there idling at low RPMs, that excess raw fuel slowly washes the microscopic layer of protective oil right off your internal cylinder walls. Instead of safely warming up, you are causing your piston rings to scrape directly against unlubricated bare metal. Worse, this raw fuel seeps past the rings and drips down into your oil pan, chemically diluting your engine oil and destroying its ability to protect your bearings. The correct method: start the engine, wait 30 seconds for oil pressure to stabilize, and drive away gently. Gentle driving warms the engine up much faster, shutting off that rich fuel mixture. Micro CTA. If you have learned something new today, drop a quick like, because this last habit is the one almost everyone completely overlooks. Number 1. Pouring old-school thick additives into modern synthetic oil. You just finished a perfect oil change. You used the exact factory weight of premium filter, and the level on the dipstick is perfect. But before you close the hood, you reach for that iconic plastic bottle on the shelf, the thick, gooey oil stabilizer that pours like cold honey. Your grandfather swore by it in the 70s, and your father used it in every truck he ever owned. You figure adding a bottle of thick stabilizer to your high-mileage engine is the ultimate insurance policy. Here is the catastrophic reality for modern engines. Top-tier synthetic oil is not just slippery liquid anymore. It is a highly engineered chemical package, perfectly balanced at the molecular level. It contains precise amounts of anti-foaming agents, detergents, and friction modifiers. When you pour in a thick, aftermarket stabilizer, you are not upgrading your oil. You are completely destroying its chemical balance. That gooey additive is essentially just a massive dose of base oil with almost zero protective additives of its own. It instantly dilutes the anti-foaming agents in your synthetic oil. Remember the aeration problem we talked about earlier? This makes it 10 times worse. Furthermore, modern engines with variable valve timing and turbochargers require instant high-pressure oil flow the second you turn the key. When you artificially thicken the oil with old-school additives, you drastically slow down that cold flow rate. Your engine's microscreens and actuators are forced to operate dry for several seconds every single morning. Stop playing chemist in your driveway. A modern high-quality synthetic oil already has exactly what your engine needs. I have run my current shop truck for over 380,000 miles using nothing but factory-weight synthetic oil. No thickeners, no honey-like additives. The engine has never been opened, and it still runs on the original timing chain. Just buy good oil and leave the additives on the store shelf. How many of these old-school habits were you taught back in the day? Drop a comment below. I read every single one of them. If this breakdown saved you even one expensive trip to the mechanic, subscribing to Core Car is absolutely worth it. Every video we make is designed to keep more money in your pocket. But before you go, there is one more thing most drivers get completely wrong. Core Car's next video covers the popular fuel myths that are quietly costing you at every fill-up. It is right here on the screen. Do not miss it.